Hello everyone, I am Loki616 and I am back playing some more ranked scrolls. Right then, as you can see I've been fiddling with some other decks. I'm just going to stick with what I've been using recently, the Herder based deck. Have fun. There's a couple of bits I'm going to mention, but I'm going to mention it after I've run my first round. I'm going to sack the Purification, play the Crossbowman, and end the turn. Yes. Oh, I should probably have just sacked the Honourable General, because it's going to be freaking ages before I can play him. Oh, an Order deck. Okay, let's hope it is just Order and not Order Growth. I hate those decks. Well, if I can play it, I like it. Could Kabonk? I'm going to hold on to it for a second. I don't have a 3 to play yet anyway, so why not? Yes, as I say. And now I have a 3 to play. Oh, of course. But I've still got a little while, so I'm going to play the Kabonk on that fellow there. Waking Stones. Ooh, decisions. I think I want to throw away the Skirmisher Stones Vanguard. Skirmisher Stones Vanguard. Skirmisher. No, wait, Stones. No, Skirmisher. Indecision. It's bad. It's bad on YouTube, so I am sorry. Yes, someone mentioned, now that I've got Waking Stone, I have reason to talk of this. Someone mentioned the fact that I have said previously, and they are quite correct, I dislike walls. Why take the Waking Stones over the Knight? The reason? I don't like the Knight either. Honestly, that is literally it. I don't like the Knight. He's a very expensive card for not a great deal of damage and only gets to draw one extra scroll every 2 turns. I think I would be happier with a stronger attacker in my deck. So that's my way of thinking at the moment. And we now have Crossbowman, only thing left on his side. So what's the points at the moment? I've been thinking about the games this way recently. I have 2 cards on the board. She only has 1. I have 4 energy. She has 4 energy. Okay, so 2 cards on the board now. And she has 2 cards in hand. So my point swing is actually 1. I have a point advantage of 1 over her at the moment. Decisions. 2 turns. Sinmark Zealot. If I sack the Sinmark Zealot, I can play the Vanguard this turn and sack for cards next turn. Yes, let us do that. And he is currently in line with the Crossbowman. The fact that she didn't attack my stones is a reasonably good sign, I think. I'm fairly happy with that. Another Kabonk. And that, folks, is why I was really very happy, not worrying too much about extra relentless guys. Ooh, speed. Not needed at the moment. But it's a really powerful card if I can play an Honourable General at any point. And he's about to attack. And he will kill my Spearman. So I'm actually going to sack the Spearman for cards now. Could Frostwind him. Could speed my Crossbowman and kill him right now. Because he's got a whole turn to play blockers. That's actually a good... That's actually what I'm going to do. I've been noticing in my videos a disturbing occurrence recently. I do things because I can get a far better position next turn easily, without realising that I'm actually throwing away a very good advantage. Oh, that's unfortunate. That is very unfortunate, that. He hasn't got enough on the board at the moment to make keeping Frostwind effective. Dang. But at least I've got the pushback. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play the Spearman. This means that this lot are now all in time in 2 turns. So I can live with that. I get free damage on the... Sorry, let me fix that again. Free damage on the General. Of course, he heals. Oh, very nicely played. Oh, and I've got another speed. Oh, I so want that with the Honourable General. I so want that. Oh, okay. I'm going to sack the Pother. Get the Honourable General down. End the turn there. What's the point score looking like at the moment? I've got 6. I've got 2 in hand. She's got 3 and 8. As far as hands and scrolls go, she's got 3 on me, but I have got 4 more things on the board than her at the moment. So I'm winning currently, I would say, but if I don't continue to hold down this advantage, she can out-edge me, because she's got 3 in hand, 8 resources to play. There's a Spearman. That's painful. That's more painful for the fact that I can push him back next turn. There we go, folks. That's the play. Push back next turn, probably on the Spearman. Probably sack whatever comes up for resources, just to keep the flow going. Because I'll still have the speed in my hand for the turn after, where I can play it on the Honourable General again. Sorry, not again. Play it on the Honourable General so everything pops again. Okay, yes. This is really very nice now. Ooh. Oh, now that's painful. Very nicely done. Okay then. What I'm thinking is... what I really want to do is push back this guy here. And then really what I want to do is find a way of killing both of these guys in this row. I can do it if I play the speed. Yeah, okay, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to push back him. If I move him up, I will be able to kill both the guys in this row. And then only a speed will be able to make that guy actually make a turn. So I'm willing... yeah, I'm willing to do that. I will leave his crossbowman available, but it will cost her a speed in order to play it. And by that point, she will only be able to hit that Ducal Spearman. I'm also very glad I've sacked for resources now. Brings me up to 7. It means that if Imperial Resources happens to be available to me, I can instantly play it. Spearman! Right, okay. More Spearman. That's not a good sign. Imperial Resources, you say? Well, I certainly don't want to sack the speed. And if I actually keep them till next turn, I do get a slightly better board position. And I can arrange my units now. Yeah, okay, so I'm actually just going to play the Imperial Resources. So cast. I am going to sack the Ducal Infantryman. So that I can keep hold of the focus in case I needed to get through one of these blockers at any point, which I may very well do. I possibly should have rotated the Royal Vanguard and the General That would probably have been smart. Push back on the general. Okay. I now have 9 resources though. So that's not a massive issue for me. Oh, double spiky down the middle. She really wants that crossbowman to go off. I'm going to sack this for cards because I might get a... No, I was hoping I'd get a pushback. That might have been amusing. Right. But what I could do is just play the focus on the 2 focuses on the front 2 here. Then play the speed on the crossbowman so that the crossbowman pops. Those 3 die. The only person left is his Royal Spearman, which I'm not massively worried about. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to focus him. Overkill. Didn't need to focus him. Frack, that's stupid of me. Speed. That row now dies. Ducal Infantryman goes down because I can. I've sacked this turn. End the turn. Kill, kill, kill. Brilliant. I love it. The crossbowman fires and kills before the Vanguard even returns himself. Ooh, second Imperial resources. That's painful for me. He's going to run into a spiky guy. He's going to kill that spiky guy, but he is going to run into that spiky guy and take 2 damage. Okay, and she sacked for resources as well. So that's fairly important. This is going to be Spearman General time. Next turn I will probably play the haste on the crossbowman so that she can take out the spiky guy without me having to take another 2 damage on my Royal Vanguard. I kind of want it. Ooh, that's mean. She's hoping that I'm just going to try and run into that wall, I would imagine. Or she's got a Pother and a haste, so that'd kill him. If that's... Oh, now that's really painful. Is there another one? Nope, Heritage. Heritage is a nice card. As soon as it's destroyed, you get to... Sorry, what more cards? Herp Derpin. Yeah, as soon as it's destroyed, you grab 2 more cards, basically. So, what do I want to do? I want this crossbowman to kill this guy. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to move him down. I'm going to move the general in that position, move her up, play the Blessing of Haste there. I'm going to play the Royal Skirmisher there, and the Sinmark Zealot as a chump blocker in front of the Royal Vanguard. The Sinmark Zealot, if he does manage to pop, more's the power to him, but it's not a big deal for me. Also, I could have simply let that Spearman get killed by my plus attack dude. I believe he was only on 1 health at the end there. I would rather get my crossbowman out into that position, because the likelihood of her grabbing cards that, like, enough hastes, you'd need 2 hastes or a speed to be able to get that crossbowman, so the chances are fairly slim. But she has now started gaining massive deck control on me here. Oh, if only I had another haste. Oh, the spiky will do. So I'm going to move that there, and because he's going to pop next turn, I'm fairly okay with that, whereas the Royal Vanguard isn't necessarily. Okay. See, I may have played for a winning board position while sacrificing a winning hand position. Because she's now got a... Oh, that's painful for me. There's enough mana in that to play almost any 2 cards in this deck. She's already played 2 flipping Imperial Resources, so I wouldn't count on there being another one of those. What am I going to do next turn? General moves, yes, of course. What am I going to do now next turn? Right, he's going to pop. Except he's... What? Okay. Fair play, fair play. Right. Yes, I want to play that. Thank you very much. He's going to pop to get him. Trying to figure out a way around any of the problems that I'm probably going to have, but I think I've got to wait a couple of turns before I can actually do anything about this. What I'm actually going to do is I think I'm going to move him in here for more protection. I'll move him out again next turn. That's not even a decision if he was forced to make that. Right, that can go down there. What I was thinking was maybe the crossbowman goes in front of the general as a blocker, but then he'd just go, well, yeah, I'm definitely, you know, going to go and kill the crossbowman, even if she doesn't have any plus attack in her hand, any focuses. Whereas this time, she has to get focuses to be able to kill my general. It can be done. I mean, it's not particularly hard. I haven't seen her play any focuses yet, I don't think. So, oh, Imperial Resources instead. Still got 4 mana to go. Wow, 3 Imperial Resources. I'd love that. I've only got 1. That's kind of what I'm playing for at the moment, it has to be said. I want more gold to get cool cards. Not that I think this deck is, you know, unplayable, but at the higher level, what you need is a greater degree of certainty as to what's going to happen. Waking Stones top side? Okay. Okay. If he attacks, he dies. Need more cards. Right, I'm going to move him. Oh, that's a shame. Oh no, because they're only going to hit the rocks anyway, aren't they? Right, I'm going to move him up. Then I'm going to decimate that row. Then I'm going to move him up. He can move up as well, as can he into there. This guy will move back down next turn. The Frostwind goes down on those cards which are there. They will take out those stones. Boom, boom. I still like the bald position. I still don't like the hand position. And it's another Waking Stones, folks. Woohoo! Yes, it's a good card. Still a boring card. Okay then. Now we've got a game on our hands. It's a good card. It's not what I wanted. Yes, there's what I wanted. Right. If I Blessing of Haste, him. I move the general forward. He does 4 damage. No, not enough. He will do 4 damage and kill that guy. Oh no, the crossbowman can kill that guy. Okay. General will kill that guy because he'll have the +2 from him. He will also kill that guy. These two will punch that stone. He will also punch that stone. I will save the decimation for later. Boom. And it's turned into a ballroom blitz. Sweet. Next turn, if nothing else comes up, I'll move that top row. I'll move that top row up, decimate that second row. Heritage again, very nice. Been playing some really nice cards. Ducal Skirmisher, let me sack you. What I am going to do is, as this turn no one's actually attacking, I'm going to move all of these down. I'll play the Decimation. I'm going to play the Ducal Spearman there. I'm going to play the Sinmark Zealot there. I'll be honest with you folks, I'm not too worried about the fact that she's got more resources than me at the moment, because she's dropped down to 3 cards again. And most of Alder is fairly low casting cost. Yes, she could throw out now, say, a General and a Speed. With her ball position, yeah. With her ball position, what it was at the end there, she wasn't even going to be able to win if she got that great combination. So, actually, she could have thrown down a General, a Relentless guy, and a Speed. But she was so far behind by that point. But the fact that I didn't have resource advantage wasn't as big an issue as the fact that she had absolutely no ball control. Okay, then. That was a little bit more of a thinky match for me. I thought about that one. I think I played relatively well. I know the YouTubes will tell me if I've done fucked up. I should stop saying that. I'm trying to make this more PG-13. Hence, you may hear me say frack a lot. I'm also trying to get into the habit of saying shiny as opposed to really fucking good. There I go. Swearing to explain why I'm not swearing. Right, we have enough for a pack. Woohoo. Let's get some good cards. Champion Ring, got far too many, don't use. Use this contraption, wrong deck. Corporate Automaton. I fucking hate these little gits. It's like, oh, do you make the decision of trying to attack them and kill them, or do you just go, well, shit, they've killed something of mine? And again, I'm swearing. Sorry, folks. Bearpaw. Really nice, really weird card. Like, the dichotomy of do you play it but slow yourself down is a bit odd when you haven't got the speed advantage that Alder has. So I see that really working in Alder. Oh, sorry, I think I double clicked there. There was a... Oh no, there it is. Law Memorial, energy cost gives you Alder. Yeah, so Bearpaw, as I was saying, you know, would work well in a dual growth Alder deck, I think. Catapult of Goo! Annoying to play against, not like super awesome fantastic unless energy can get a bunch of them in play. Or get them down early enough that they control the mid-board, where all the really exciting things happen. So, yeah. Frostbeard, another great card. Glass Cannon, as I've said before, and the 3-turn cooldown is painful. Overdrive, the only thing I've ever seen Overdrive played on is clock libraries. That is literally the only thing I've ever seen it played on, I think. And that's really inefficient. Like, a clock library is a 0-5 blocker, and if it doesn't die in 3 turns, or was it 4 turns? No, sorry. It's a lot of turns. It's like 4 or 5 turns, I think, actually. If it doesn't die, it gives you 3 cards for a cost of 1, and you've had it blocking. You know, maybe you don't stick it right up front because you kind of like it to pop, but it is stopping me doing damage to your idols. Whereas if you play Overdrive on it, all you're doing is getting the cards out of it then, because it's gone in like 2 turns. But you've paid 2 cards to get 3 cards. You might as well have just sacrificed 1. The math seems off there. I don't see any point in doing that. Divine Mark has a very specific place and a very specific deck, and it is Order Growth, and it gets put on haste creatures such as Kinfolk Veteran. Yeah, Kinfolk Veteran. So that it goes down, it does its damage. You play Divine Mark on it, it gets killed. You put it down again, it does its damage, it gets killed again. Or you sack it using Fertile Soil. Doesn't really matter which, but, you know, good way of doing it. And another Night Scholar. Wow. I've actually pulled 3 of those in the last 3 days and traded for 1. All after I've decided I don't particularly like them. Well, that's fantastic. Why don't I like them? As I said at the beginning, he's a big guy, but he's got a big casting cost. He doesn't do much damage, and it takes him 2 turns to actually draw a scroll. If it was like, oh, who is it? Is it the... No, it's not the Machine Priest. It's the... I can't remember his name. Energy guy can give extra damage to ranged units. I believe his cooldown is only increased again by 1. So I'd prefer to see the Night Scholar have that. Also, I did check it out. You can't just cycle with these. You can't like play it down, speed it, get a new scroll, speed it again, get a new scroll, speed it again, get a new scroll, double haste it, get a new scroll. Not only would that be massively inefficient, but it would also stops. So you can reset his cooldown to 0 with, say, a general, which was how I did it. I did the Night Scholar. I had a speed in my hand, and my general hadn't popped yet, so I used him to draw a scroll, and then I popped the general, so that the Night Scholar went again. The Night Scholar can't do his special attack for a second time. So that's just as a little by-the-by, folks, in case any of you were wondering. He cannot be used to simply cycle continuously. There's no Magic the Gathering, Time Warp shenanigans, like copy the cards that lets you replay your turn forever and ever. I don't even know. Can you play Panoptic Mirror on a Time Warp? I'm talking to the wrong group of people, and now I'm rambling. So I'm going to end it here for the moment then, folks. Yeah, okay, so a good game and some nice cards drawn. So I'm going to go take a quick break, eat some dinner, and then come back and play some more Scrolls. So I will see you all next time. Have a good one, folks.